Have you ever woken up one day and thought, why am I still stuck here? Why haven't I reached the life I imagined for myself? If you've ever felt that way, don't worry, you're not alone. In fact, most people live their entire lives feeling like they're trapped on a treadmill, running but going nowhere. And here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not because you're lazy, unlucky, or not good enough. It's because you're stuck in invisible patterns that silently control your life and you don't even realize it. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to break free. But before you click away, let me tell you why this matters more than anything else you'll hear today. Every single day, without knowing it, you make hundreds of tiny decisions that shape your future. What time you get out of bed, what thoughts you allow to run in your mind, what you do when you're stressed, whether you speak up or stay silent. These seem small, but together, they build your entire life. And most people? They're stuck making the same choices over and over because they've trained their brain to live on autopilot. Think about it. Have you ever grabbed your phone first thing in the morning before even getting out of bed? Have you ever said yes to something just because you didn't want to disappoint someone, even though you knew you should have said? No. Have you ever told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, knowing deep down that tomorrow will look exactly like today? These are not random moments. These are habits, mental loops you've run so many times, you don't even question them anymore, and the more you repeat them, the more your brain thinks, this is just who I am. But here's the truth. No one tells you. You are not your habits. You are the person who chooses your habits. And you can choose new ones. The reason 99% of people never change isn't because change is impossible, it's because they never become aware of the loops controlling them. So today I want to hand you the tool that changed my life. Micro-awareness. It's not about massive overnight transformations. It's about learning to spot the tiny moments where your life is actually being decided. Let me give you an example. There was a time in my life when I felt stuck, just like you might feel right now. I was constantly overthinking, doubting myself, worrying about what other people thought. I wanted to be confident, productive, and happy, but I couldn't figure out how to get there. Then one day I realized something shocking. My life wasn't controlled by big events. It was controlled by my daily default settings. My brain had been programmed by me to take the easiest, safest path every time, and that path was leading nowhere. So I started to do something different. For one day, I watched myself like a detective. Every time I picked up my phone out of boredom, I noticed it. Every time I told myself, I'll do it later, I caught it. And every time I avoided something hard because I was afraid of failing, I wrote it down. What I discovered was life-changing. I wasn't lazy. I wasn't unmotivated. I was just stuck in loops. Invisible, automatic loops. And breaking those loops wasn't about willpower, it was about awareness. So here's how you can start breaking your loops today. Step 1. Audit your daily life. For just one day, watch yourself without judgment. What do you do when you wake up? What do you think about when you're alone? What do you do when you're stressed? Most of us are running the same scripts every day. We check social media when we're bored. We delay hard tasks until the last minute. We distract ourselves instead of facing uncomfortable truths. But once you see the pattern, you can change it. Step 2. Interrupt the loop. Let's say you always procrastinate. The next time you catch yourself saying, I'll do it later. Pause for 5 seconds and ask, what if I just do the first 2 minutes right now? That tiny shift breaks the loop. Or if you always reach for your phone when you feel awkward, stop yourself and take a breath instead. That breath is a pattern breaker. And step 3, replace the loop with something better. If your old loop is waking up and scrolling TikTok, replace it with waking up and drinking a glass of water while stretching for 1 minute. If your old loop is avoiding conversations because you're afraid of rejection, replace it with saying just one sentence, no matter how imperfect. Tiny actions like these rewire your brain faster than you think. And guess what? You don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to start. Here's another secret. Most people fail at change because they focus on results, not identity. They say, I want to be successful, but inside they still believe I'm not good enough. They say, I want to be confident, but their habits tell their brain, I'm still scared. You cannot fake confidence. You have to earn it by doing small, brave things every day, even when they feel awkward at first. And the more you do that, the more your brain says, wait a minute, maybe I'm not stuck after all. Let's talk about rejection for a second. Most people live their entire lives avoiding rejection. But here's the crazy part. Rejection is actually a filter, not a failure. Every time you get rejected, you're learning who and what isn't meant for you. And that's a superpower, not a problem. Imagine if you spent the next 30 days going on a rejection hunt tasking for things, trying new ideas, speaking up, even when you think the answer will be no. Do you know what would happen? Your fear of rejection would shrink, and your confidence would grow. Because the real fear isn't rejection, it's the story you tell yourself about what rejection means. But when you break that story, you break free. Let's bring this back to you. Right now, in your life, what's the one invisible loop that's keeping you stuck? Is it overthinking? Is it comparing yourself to others? Is it putting things off until later that never comes? Whatever it is, today's the day you stop letting it run the show. Start small. Watch your habits for one day. Interrupt one loop. Replace one old pattern with something slightly better. And do it again tomorrow. The most successful, confident, and fulfilled people